Hello. In the last class, we discussed some operations on signals, particularly on independent variable, and we saw that time scaling and time shifting are the two operations that we have discussed, including time reflection also. And when there is an operation which involves both time shifting and time scaling, then we need to use a rule called precedence rule. So let us discuss about this precedence rule in this class.
Okay, so if I need to perform both time scaling and time shifting, for example, I need to do y of t is equal to x of a t plus b. So this has both time scaling and time shifting. So if this is the case, then the question is how we need to perform this. Which one should be done first and which should be done later? Okay, so the rule says, for example, just to make a class verification, suppose if t is equal to 0, y of 0 is x of b. Say if t is equal to minus of b by a, then right hand side is a into minus of b by a plus b. A cancels with a, so x of minus b plus b is x of 0. So after I perform the operation, it should satisfy these two conditions. That means y at 0 should be equal to x at b, y at minus b by a should be equal to x at 0. So to satisfy this, we are supposed to do the following procedure. So the first step is to perform time shifting. That means if x of t is the input signal, first I should perform x of t plus b. Then let me call this as say some v of t. Second step is perform time scaling. Now that means v of t should now become v of at. That means I have to do time scaling. So this will be x of at plus b, which will be our final output y of t. So this is how we should perform time shifting and time scaling using precedence rule. So these are the steps to be followed whenever we need to perform both time scaling and time shifting together. So let us just take a simple example. So let me just assume x of t, say from minus 1 to plus 1, magnitude is 1. This is x of t. If we need to say perform y of t is equal to x of 2t plus 3. So step 1 is generate v of t, which is equal to x of t plus 3. That means perform time shifting first. So what happens is if you plot it, as all of you know, in the last class we have discussed, when this sign is positive, then the signal shifts to the left side. So it will be at minus 3. The signal is defined now. Magnitude is 1. So this is v of t. And, this will be minus 4. This is minus 2. The second step is generate V of AT, that means perform time scaling now, which will be X V of A in this case is 2, so it is V of 2t, which is X of 2t plus 3. So, and in the last class we also understood that time scaling by a factor of 2 means we need to divide each of these time elements by 2. So minus 4 will go and sit at minus 2, minus 3 will be at minus 3 by 2, minus 2 will be at minus 1. So it is minus 2, minus 3 by 2, minus 1, and this will be the signal. The magnitude will not change, so this is y of n. So this signal will be y of t. So y of t is okay. So I have performed time shifting first and then time scaling. So this is as per the precedence rule. Let us check by using the condition that I told. So as you know, y of 0 should be x at 3. So you can observe here x at 3 is 0. So y at 0 is 0. So first condition is checked. Next one is y at minus b by a. So b here is 3 and a is 2. So y at minus 3 by 2, that means x at 0. So you can observe x at 0 is equal to 1. So x at 0 is 1. So y at minus 3 by 2 you can see is 1. So you can verify that this condition is satisfied. Okay, so that is how I can say the precedence rule has followed and we are getting correct output. Now just to verify that it doesn't work, okay, what I suggest you to do is perform time scaling, then time shifting. Okay. So you can observe after performing this that okay, the result will be wrong. Okay, so I expect you to solve this problem and ensure that it will actually um, okay, not satisfy the check. Okay, that means this is not to be followed. So just to make sure that it is not correct, you can just try doing time scaling, then time shift, and verify whether these results are same, and you will notice that it will not be same. Okay, so like this, when there is both time shifting and time scaling, we can make use of the precedence rule, and we can okay perform the operation. Okay, so this is uh, actually uh, the completion of the next topic, that is operations on independent variable. uh, in the next class, let us try to understand some elementary signals that we normally come across. Thank you.